Hey Steve, this is Dora Goldberg. Thanks for chatting with me this morning. This is what I was talking about. This is a video, so let me just get started so I don't take up too much of your time. So first I'm going to start by just looking at a Google result to kind of tell you, it kind of helps you to know what I'm talking about when I'm going on to the other stuff. So basically, I just did a Google search for HVAC in Manson, Washington. We all use Google all the time, most, or at least most of us do. Just wanted to show you a little bit more about how it works. So, these businesses here, the guaranteed or the businesses are place ads. A lot of times there's ads underneath here too. And then also there's sometimes ads in the map pack. So those particular businesses aren't ranking with their websites. They're just getting those numbers because they're paying for ads. So this map pack is important because the people in this map pack tend to get the business. We tend to just do things as quickly as we can. So we scroll to this page, we see these three businesses, and we click on one of them. So the way you can become higher and maybe get in these top three is to first of all make sure that your Google business page and all the pictures and everything are optimized, and make sure that your name, phone number, address, it's called citations. Make sure that those are in as many directories as you can possibly put them in. Anything you can think of or find, like Yelp and Thumbtack and Yellow Pages and all those things. There are literally probably thousands of them out there. So just to let you know, that's how you can rank higher and get into this map pack. Another thing is that this is the organic results. So the number one company coming up in organic results is your main competition, which is Lakeside. So let's just look a little bit at your site first, and then we're going to kind of compare these just to give you an idea of what you could possibly get if you just made a few changes. So that's first is get the citations. Your website, I like it. I like the pictures. I like the colors. It looks really nice. You've done a good job with the scrolling. A call to action here. One thing I would definitely recommend would be to have more content. Content is important because when Google sends out its crawlers, not only do those crawlers check to see if the information you have on your page is relevant to what you do, but it also counts the number of words that you have. So right now, in order to rank number one on Google, you tend to need about 1,500 words of content. So that's another thing you can do to help you rank higher is to get that content, and it will help you to go above your competition. So let's just look at your competition site really quickly. It's not any nicer than yours, but it does have more content on it. But it does not have 1,500 words of content. So that's one way that would help you to move up the ranks, is just by making sure you have quite a bit more content than your competition. So you do citations, you do content, and then I'm going to show you a couple more things here real quick. So let's go ahead and look at the overview of your site. So this is basically like looking at a back door of your website and kind of seeing, what's going on with it. So you've got a domain rating, which is basically the power of your site is 1.7, and you have a URL rating, which is basically the trust, and that's a 4.7. So these are fairly close together in number, so that's good. That's a good ratio. As you move up the ranks, these are going to go higher, which is also going to help you move up higher. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but it does work that way. I see that you do have a couple of backlinks, and they have a decent power rating. They're 59. And there are ways that you can get a lot more backlinks, and I'm going to go over that in just a second when I look at your competition. So you do have organic keywords, which means these are words that people are looking for every month. So, there's 60 people looking for Valley Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Unfortunately, being number 59, you don't really get to pull any of that traffic. So if you move up the ranks by using keywords in your content, then you're going to start pulling some of this traffic in, and you'll have the option to work with them. Either they're calling you or they're sending you a form or whatever it might be that you're using. Same thing with Valley Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. If you just ranked a little higher, you could pull some of it. Same thing with Valley Heating and Air. So it doesn't happen overnight, but these two would be pretty quick for you to take over. This one would take a little bit longer. Plus, there are so many more relevant keywords that you could use to pull even more traffic. So let's go back to this and look at your competition. Let's look at their overview first. So see their domain rating and URL rating, their power and trust are exactly the same. So that definitely helps them because it's a perfect ratio, but they're not very high. So it wouldn't take a ton to beat them as far as that goes. They have backlinks, but the backlinks, they don't have tons of them. So I told you that I would tell you how you could get these backlinks. There's other softwares or whatever you want to use. You can find these backlinks and click on them, and you can go in and put your information in as well, especially if it's like a directory or something like that. And then you have that backlink too. So if you're taking all, as many of their powerful backlinks as you can or using them, not taking them, and then also maybe with your other two main competitors, that's going to help you to skyrocket over them. But you want to make sure that they're the ones with the high domain ratings, 79, 80. The 58's fine. You wouldn't want to take the 0. But these are really high numbers, and so they're pretty good, and that's what's helping them to get the traffic. And then their keywords, they only have 25. This is not that hard to beat. But their positions are higher. So, Lakeside Heating and Air, they're getting, 29 people contacting them for that search every month. Lakeside Heating and Cooling, they're pulling in, 20 people, because they're number 7. But just kind of look at these, Lakeside Heating Chelan, I think that's how you say it. There's only 20 people looking at it every month, but they're getting 8 people contacting them because they're number 1. So once again, that just gives you an idea of, if you could use these keywords in your content and optimize your Google business page and get citations, and then get the backlinks that you can, from your competitors, you're going to go over the top of them. You're going to be in the map pack, and you're going to be in the top organic ratings or searches, and you're going to pull in a lot more traffic. So anyway, thanks so much. I'll reach out to maybe get some feedback from you, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you.